Guys, Grease Monkey 34 here, coming to a video about this new project. I'm thinking about calling it the long cart. So it's gonna be a lawnmower turned into a go-kart. 2-seater, about 4.5 feet wide. So I'm gonna start out with this is a peerless 6-speed transmission with 3/4 axles, and it got reverse. I got these 18-inch tires on the 3/4 axles. This one is pretty loose; it'll come off. Same with this side, but this side a little bit seized, so might have do some finagling to get that off. And over here is the lawnmower. It's a John Deere, 12.5 horsepower. It's in pretty good shape, but I'm not going to be using the parts off it. So the whole steering setup. And it's got double steering knuckle on it. So I'm using all that. It's going to work out perfect for a go-kart. Just going to have to make it wider. And these are the rear tires I'm going to be putting on the front. The same size as the rear tires, so yeah. Most of it, I'm just going to be using the steering and and the clutch off it. Now I got some of this steel pipe over here. Some 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches stuff, so that's gonna be good for a frame. And I got some of this flat steel too with some tubes, so that's gonna be helpful. Now to make it wide, to make the rear end wider, I got these 3/4 inch axles out of another peerless, a blown up transmission. So I'm gonna be taking those and putting them onto here. Now, how I'm going to get that onto there is went to Prince out and picked up some of these that number right there. Some of these 3/4 inch couplers. There you go, slide them on the shaft, clamp them, and slide the other shaft inside that. And then I'll make my longer shafts. And then on the ends, I got 4 pillbox bearings. So I'm gonna be taking those pillbox bearings and supporting the edge on each side to make it all nice and strong, so it don't rip out the differential or anything or crack the case. Because too much force is not a good thing on an aluminum case. So mostly step 1 is to get these axles on this transmission. But I gotta get this tire will come off, but this tire kind of seized on, so I'm gonna have to clean this end up. Probably have to heat up with the torch and pound on it hard. So let's get to doing that, and I'll be back when I get this tire off. Okay guys, well, I got the axles cleaned up on the transmission, so that all works fine. I did get the one tire off easy, but the other tire, I kind of had to cut it apart. I do have other tires anyways, but yeah, I had to do that. There was no way that thing coming off. I used WD-40, I used transmission fluid, heated it up, nice red hot, and pounded it. Nope. I used the polar, and the polar broke, so that sucker wasn't coming off, so it had to be cut off. And then I cut those little ends off where you put the C-clip. Okay, I won't need those because I'm using these. And these will fit right on there. So I'm going to bring it up to there and then clamp it on. And then add the other piece of axle onto here to bring it up to about here. The widest possible. So yeah. Got that, and yeah. So I'm going to clamp these on. Take these axles apart. Just got a little C-clip in there. Make a groove so I can put a keyway and then put them together, I guess. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got the axles cut to length. They're about 12 inches long. And the axle there 28.5 inches wide. So when I add these pieces, it's about a 4.5. So yeah, Now I just gotta find out where I want them and cut the keyway. Find out where I want them and cut the keyway to make it look like that. So do that on their side too. So okay, I'm gonna cut the keyway and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got it all together. All nice and balanced and straight. And then go on that side. So the entire measurement of the thing now should be over 4 feet. Yeah. It's 4'5". So that's nice. So when you put the wheels on, the wheels are gonna sink in about, yeah, 4'5". So it should fit on my trailer here. And my trailer is, yeah, 4'5". That's from the axles, plus might have to chop a little bit off on the ends. But, okay. Got that all done, so next step I'm gonna take the bearings out and slap them on and see where I want them. Okay guys, I got it most together on here. Got those on. I just gotta make a plate to hold both of them. Same on this side. As you can see, one of them not here. That's because when I ordered it, they sent out this one, and this one did definitely a difference. This is not a 3/4, not a 1/2 inch. So now I'm gonna have to be waiting for another week probably. Ah boy, stuff happens, I guess. But yeah, the mountain points gonna be those two gonna be together on a plate. Not gonna be the frame, and then these two here, I didn't decide these two or those two, and those are gonna be to the frame. So plus these two here on this one here on the case, and this one here on the case, they're gonna be to the frame too. So we're gonna have a lot of mounting positions to make it good and strong. So, oh yeah, and I got the pulley on the top. I decided I wanted an 8-inch. I don't want it too slow, and I don't want it too fast. So, okay, well I guess leave it here for a bit, and I'll be back when I get some stuff together. I'm probably gonna make the frame on the rear end. I do got enough materials for that. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay guys, I bent some tube up. This is some 1-inch tube, 8 wall. Yeah. So it okay lightness. Now I'm gonna sit right about there. I made the bearing holders on the sides. I made this other one up, but a little bit too long, so I gotta cut a chunk out. I'm gonna weld it all together, so about 18 wide and about 34 long. So yeah. Okay guys, got it mostly marked up, so that's the way I want it. Something about there, and I'm gonna have a plate holding those two pillow block bearings, and a plate over here with those two pillow block bearings. Now I just gotta mount all this to that, and on the end here, one on this side and one on this side is a pivot point so that the Equa frame would go on. So yeah, for making the frame, I'm using this 1.25-inch wall. So it should be enough here to make the structure on the main frame on the bottom. But for the low cage, I'm gonna have to use find something else. You know, maybe get some more pipe. Okay, I'm gonna get to making the mounts to mount this together, and then yeah. Okay guys, I got most of the mounts welded on. Got the one main one for the transmission. I got the other one, and then I got the two ones for the the frame mounts. Keep it from rotating. Those are just the basic ones for the lawn tractor. The ones I want to put for the go-kart is these axle supports with these pillow block bearings around here. Some sort of flats plate steel with a couple gussets. Okay guys, day 2 on this project. I got these bearing mounts welded on. There's an angle iron I did cut with the grinder. I just gotta drill some holes. But first I'm gonna take this bearing, slide it off, and I take the grinder and make this keyway here all the way to onto the end. So if I want to adjust the wheel any time, I can adjust the distance. Same with this side. So I'm gonna get to cutting some keyways, slots. All I do is take my angle grinder right down there, and it go back and forth a couple times. It makes it pretty nice. Okay, then next I want to make some tabs to weld on to add the frame where the people sit. Okay guys, got some bolts bolted on. The spin's nice. Got the keyway cut all the way to the end, so I can adjust the tire where I want it. Now for engine mount, I'm using this. There's no holes for engine yet, but I gotta cut it down on both sides because I want it to fit in on this side, which will be the passenger side, in case when I want more weight on the passenger side, because when one person driving on the driver's side, that'll add extra weight. So I want more weight on the passenger side, just in case you drive with no passenger. So this is the engine mount. I'll be cutting the sides off at, and these pieces here I'm gonna add on to the ends to add on like that much more height. So I can take this and add this like up there. You can see what I'm going for. I want this flush with the outside, so the engine just sits right down in there. And on this side I'm going to put a storage box. Okay guys, got the engine plate on. As you see, I welded a little piece on there to make it 1.5 inches higher, so it'll like line up with the pulleys underneath. So yeah, I got the welded on the 4 corners, so it should be pretty strong. It's all 1/4 inch steel, so yeah. And I got these tires for now, just to mock up. These are 18s on a 3/4 shaft keyway. We're gonna shed them on there and see how it looks. And yeah, I'll be right back. Okay guys, pretty much done the rear end. Got the wheels on, the keyways. So that's in 5th gear. And it do have reverse. It's been the opposite direction. So yeah. And then they got the all the way forward. Well, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. Next episode will be on making the frame where the people sits and the front end. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.